we're here for an unboxing, I guess. My name is Thibault Lusson, the General Manager for Lenovo South Africa.
I'm Wayne Holt. I look after our channel programs in South Africa. Hello, Timo.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Look what's arrived for us.
What is it? Tell me.
It's a little bit of a box. I'll give you the honours of opening it up, and as we go through it, I'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Very excited, I must say. Look at that. I don't think Lenovo supplies the knife, but you never know. What they did though is supply the bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Love the bubble wrap.
That's for the kids afterwards.
It's exciting. Look at this. What is that? The ThinkPad thing.
Yeah, ThinkPad logo.
Alright.
Round box.
What's inside?
Let's open the little...
It's the first time opening. It's quite exciting. It's the first time we receive something like this. It's called a P1, is that right?
That's correct. It is called a P1.
And what's that P stand for? Is that power?
No. So the P1 is a brand new product for us. We've never had a P1 before. If you're familiar with the ThinkPad products, you'll know that P stands for workstations, our mobile workstations. And what we've got here is the P1, which is the X1 equivalent in our workstation range. So I just want to take this out of the plastic. If I can get it out of here. It's pretty well sealed. The first thing that you'll notice on this, Thibault, when you get a chance to have a look at it,
oh my God,
is just how thin and light this is.
This is beautiful. Really.
So it's 18 mils thick.
It is quite light and thin.
And 1.7 kilograms light.
So for once more, it's not so bad to be light and thin.
No. I think everyone strives for that. And in every definition we've got out there, this is very much an ultrabook in terms of the package.
Very good.
But taking it straight out of the box, the first couple of things I want to point out here is just the ports that we've got. So we've got a standard Lenovo power port, which allows us to rapid charge.
Is it the yellow little thing in here?
That's the yellow little thing there. It looks a bit like a USB, but it's not.
It's not. We
then have two USB Type-C, actually Thunderbolt ports. So Thunderbolts, very fancy.
Is Type-C, is it good, Type-C or?
Type-C is very good. So what's exciting about this is more than Type-C.
Okay.
So Type-C would be USB. No, not at all. But there's an extra chipset in here giving us Thunderbolt compatibility, which means 40 gigabits per second in terms of our data transfer, delivering power, and being able to take graphics out of Thunderbolt, which is quite exciting.
Oh, wow.
If you want to go old school, HDMI.
There you go. That I know.
We have a little Ethernet extension port here, so you can plug your Ethernet directly into it. The 3.5mm headphone jack.
3.5.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy. On this side, we've got two standard USB ports. A lot of people still have a lot of peripherals that are still USB and standard.
Which is quite normal, right?
It is quite normal. An SD card reader, so when we're targeting the workstation, a lot of people have mobile workflows, need SD cards to plug in. We have a security card reader, right? Because when you're working on top secret projects, you need to ensure that you've got a security port. And the most important thing is the little security key.
Oh, what do you do with this?
So this is just for a little security cable, allows you to lock it away,
so
put it under there.
Strong, that stuff.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to open up the P1 and just turn it around for a second here so you can have a look at the screen.
Beautiful.
So if you're familiar with the X1,
I am indeed, yes.
Right, big change here. Although it's as thin and light, there's a 15.6 inch screen.
Yeah, it's quite big.
So it is a lot bigger. It's giving you a native resolution of 3860 or 3840.
So native is from here.
Yeah, native from here. As you take it out the box, it's 3840 by 2160, and the Thunderbolt port that we spoke about a little bit earlier. If we take that to an external monitor, you'll get a higher resolution of 5120 by 28.
Is it big?
That's big. That's big. That's impressive.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Do you need sunglasses to look at the screen when it's big?
Well, you might not just on this screen, but the great thing about the P1 is it supports 4 external monitors.
It's quite nice.
So it comes packing 4 gigs of quadro graphics in the GPU with NVIDIA. And like I said, 4 independent displays.
4 independent displays.
4 independent displays. So with that many monitors on, you'll need the sunglasses.
Unbelievable. 4, not 2. 4.
2, but it doesn't stop there in terms of what we've packed in under the hood here. From a CPU perspective,
What is a CPU? I don't
CPU is the central processing unit, the brain of the computer.
Okay.
It's the
The
brain
processor.
makes it tick, right?
Alright.
And we've got either a H series Core i processors,
Okay.
right up to a mobile Xeon CPU.
Xeon, huh? All the way from Xeon.
All the way up to Xeon. So pretty impressive in terms of its spec there. We're also packing in up to 64 gigs of DDR4 memory
Sure. That is a lot of memory, people.
and 4
64.
terabytes of SSD storage.
4 terabytes.
4 terabytes of
What did you
SSD
put on
storage.
this? Unbelievable.
It's pretty crazy.
The whole season of Game of Thrones.
The whole season of Game of Thrones. And people can't see it obviously on the screen at the moment, so I'm going to turn it around. But there's a little webcam up at the top here. And that's just a 720p HD camera.
It's for selfies.
The one we've got here, so you can take selfies with
Can
it.
you?
This is the infrared camera, and the great thing about the selfie here is it's your password. So it features things like Windows Hello, allowing you to log on with your face.
Well done, Microsoft.
I mean, I always have the challenge where it says your password's not strong enough when I try and use it, but we're working on that and we'll use some other things around it. But if you don't want the infrared camera, you've got the option of going with the standard camera, which comes with our ThinkShutter privacy guard, which allows you just to switch it off. So
Just
if
in
you-
case
just in
somebody's
case
looking.
the boss is
Yeah,
watching or something.
There's always
you
someone
can-
looking.
There's always someone out there looking, right? So that'll allow you to take your selfies, post them onto Instagram, all right? It gives you the mobility. There's an 80 watt-hour battery in here. So
80 watt.
80 watts. So in the hybrid mode, it'll give you just under 14 hours of battery life.
For those power cut,
For
awesome.
the power cuts, it's great news, right? As I mentioned, the rapid charge, you get 80% of your battery life in an hour of charging.
Not bad, let's go.
And-
You know,
And essentially, you're looking at the best of the best that you can pack into a thin and light package like this.
that's wonderful. Really, I really can't wait. And when is it available in the country?
So it's available right now through our partners.
It's
We're able to
available?
order it, absolutely. So get out there.
Gonna get one for myself.
It's definitely the machine that you want to have. If you're doing anything in the architecture, engineering, construction kind of field, this is the machine that
Wonderful.
you want to dream of.
Wonderful. Thank you, and it's really exciting. Go P1!
Thank you. So you're now looking at the P1's display, Timo. So this is a 15.6 inch screen we were talking about.
It's quite big.
Yeah, it is the 3840 by 2160 resolution, so you can see the clarity. One thing that's been a massive focus for Lenovo in the last couple of product ranges is really the quality of the screens.
Very important.
Very important, especially when you're talking about workstations. So displaying the entire Adobe color gamut. So you know,
For Adobe users, obviously.
absolutely, and you
We thought about you on this one.
so you don't want to be making errors. Sometimes there's a bit lost on people like me who are colorblind. So, but for the rest of the population, you can't ask for anything more than 4 gigs of dedicated graphics
You can't.
and resolution on a screen like
I mean,
this.
you can, but that would be greedy, really.
The nice thing here as well is it's also touch enabled. So you're able to lie the screen right down, 180 degrees. If you want to, you can get the active pen as an optional accessory. And we're seeing a lot of that in the creative spaces where the guys are starting to do their design, their AutoCAD work, straight off the screen with the pen. So, when you're sending that person on that mission to Mars, this is the kind of machine you want.
This is the one you want. This is the one. To Mars.